everyone. This is Jana Nascimento Nagasi from Your Jana on Camera. And today I have the pleasure to speak to producer, actress, writer, Yennifer, and producer, actor, you name it, Mauricio Mendoza. Thank you so much, you guys, for your time. It's a pleasure to be talking to you. And how you guys doing this quarantine time?
First, thank you for having us. It's our pleasure to be here. And well, how are we doing? You know, we're blessed. We're really creating the time to create.
Yeah, we're very proactive.
Just stay active.
We for certain have not given into the fear of what's happening in the world.
Mm-hmm.
We're staying. Our mindset is staying in, keeping active, keep doing what we love to do.
Mm-hmm.
And be with our families.
Exactly.
And enjoy each other
Right.
as we work together.
And step up our level, step up our nutrition, step up our mental health, our spiritual health, and create. We've been creating a lot of projects and working from home, and it's been a really beautiful experience. It's been a really growing experience.
We're actually starting to love it.
Yeah.
You know, I was about to say that we here at home. We are loving it to do this, like being at home, close to my son. We have like dates at the living room. We have, we just try to work what we have right now. So I think it's great.
Time. I think more family time. That's been one of the biggest gifts, I think, worldwide. People have had to really take the time to spend quality time and be present, because the back and forth, work, school, this, that, practice, ballet class, it's always in a rush, always in a hurry, and we really do, or with our phones, and we're having the conversation but we're on our phones. Okay, love you, bye. And now it's like we actually have the time to take a deep breath and really be with each other and really be present with one another.
Yeah, reflect.
Yeah.
It's been a good time to reflect.
Mm-hmm.
and sort of go, okay, what are we going to do? What's the plan?
Yeah.
And so now we've gotten really good about making a plan for the day and how we're going to follow it, give ourselves goals during the day. It's been awesome, and we don't have to drive here in LA, which has become which means
there's a big plus.
Money and gas, and so because we don't have to go to an audition, that means we don't have to spend money on lunch or dinner.
Right, and so the auditions are now like this as well. So we're doing them from home or sending them off to, on self-tape, and so we send them off to the casting directors, and it's really been a huge blessing because we've gained at least 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
Back into our lives because we were spending them driving.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. It's like I don't know. I've been spending more time here at home. I spending more time like thinking about what was your plan and our actions before, thinking about more the environment, the way that we treat people, and it's like it's a really like, I don't know, como un WhatsApp. Yeah, it's a cleanse.
Yeah. I really truly believe that it is. To those of us that are awake, a lot of people, which we're praying for, and we send good energy. Those that are still in the fear and still in the anger, they don't understand that this is an opportunity to take inventory of their life and to just
it's not just the environment that needs the breath, us too. And I agree with you guys completely. And with that, like with all this creative that's going on in your minds over there, you guys create these COVID-19 scenes and virtuals.
Yes.
And I want to know why you guys decide to do something like that.
Well, first, the creator of this idea, his name is Alejandro Mendoza, aka El Bonito. He's a distributor. He's got his own sort of a distribution platform for step and repeats.
And independent filmmakers is called Apertura.
And he's a wonderful gentleman that we've known for many years. He actually reached out to us.
Yes.
We always have to say it was his idea.
Yes, it's his
little baby. Not his little baby, because it's growing into a big baby.
Yeah.
And so first we got to acknowledge and thank him for coming up with the concept and calling us, right?
Exactly.
To be a part of his creation. And
he invited us to be his lead producers, True Form Films, in our company. And immediately when he just gave us he wasn't even done with the pitch, and we were like, we're in. Okay, love it. Let's do it. Because it was at the perfect time where we were like,
what are we going to do?
What are we going to do?
We
were
produce,
in shock.
Yeah.
We were, because the first 2 weeks were shocking, and we were like, this is scary. We went to the shock, to the fear, to the what's happening, like, ¿qué está pasando? Like, we're not understanding this. And then when he called, and we were focusing on helping our daughter finish the school year. She was 7. She just turned 8. So finishing 2nd grade, from one day to the next, we're teachers, home teachers.
Our son was flown back from Princeton, so he was home.
Exactly. So he had to finish school too.
He was in shock.
Everybody was in shock. We are in shock too.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I was like with my computer at home. My son is in his computer in his bedroom. My husband is in the living room. I was like, "What's going on?"
And then the internet is slow, right? The internet. It was like, because everybody's using the internet, so we're like, "Oh my goodness!" We were calling AT&T. Nobody was answering. I mean, it was just like, wow. So when Alejandro called us, we were just like, "Okay, what are we doing?" And when he called and he invited us to create this with him, we're like, yes, let's do it. This is exactly what we need. Something to continue doing what we love and invite others, and it will keep us creative and it'll keep us happy because we're going to be doing what we love. And so
our company wants to, True Form Films, we have a goal that at least every year we produce something that
preferably one feature
that has a message. Our company, True Form Films, our mission.
Our motto is making a difference one film at a time.
So when he presented the idea, it already went in with the mission of our company, and it went with like, okay, here it is, our one project that we can produce this year. And
it was a challenge too, because he said, okay, it's going to be a challenge. Let's make it a challenge. Only use everybody can only use their cell phones.
Wow. Imagine.
And so we started, he had a list of other filmmakers to invite, and we had a list because it was altogether 14 filmmakers, 7 virtues, 7 sins. And so we love games. We love to play games. So when he said, and then they'll pick, and whatever virtue or sin you get, that is the message, and that's how you're going to create the story.
Oh, so the topic, like the scenes or the virtue, was like a surprise. So that you can come up with something. Oh, I know something for virtue. No, you can do that.
So we're going to actually start doing the second. We're going to start
the second wave.
The second anthology with a new set of filmmakers, and then everybody gets to pick again what virtue. Actually, our daughter is the one who picks it because we're on Zoom. We have our Zoom meetings or our Zoom production meetings, and she picked everyone's virtue, and that was a lot of fun for her and for us. So just slowly for the last 3 months, we've just continued to create and really raise our vibration with our show, our live show that we also created called 1111 Conversations with Jen and Mal. It's live on YouTube, on our True Form Films YouTube channel. And it's all about mindset. It's about, we get our angel cards and we read what the message is for the day. Entonces, como que nos alineamos perfectamente con ese proyecto porque that's what we do. That's who we are anyway.
For us, it's about raising awareness, lifting people's spirits, which is how we're hoping that our movies, when people see them, they leave with a message, they leave with
inspire. Yeah.
What's really great about this film is that under these circumstances and everybody quarantined, everything was around this quarantine. So all the 14 films that people will see is the experience everybody was having
around COVID-19.
So, but the stories are connected or no? Or they are like separate?
Not connected.
It's an anthology. So each episode is its own story. What's connected is that everyone's experience of COVID-19 with their sin or virtue. So that's that's the through line.
And so, did you guys put like a limited, like it needs to be 15 minutes or whatever?
From 30 seconds up to 10 minutes.
Exactly.
That's good. That's great.
And we have that. We have a 30-second or a 45-second one to a 10-minute one. And so they're all different. And to see families doing it, right? Because we're husband and wife. There's another team. There's actually like 3 more teams of husband and wife, and then there's a mom and a daughter, and then
anyone by themselves? Anyone by?
Yes. We also have the younger filmmakers that live by themselves, in their 20s, and to see everyone's experience, and even there's an older filmmaker that lives by himself, but his project is really interesting because he wrote, produced, and directed it, and and then his actor was in Mexico.
Actors in Mexico, as the writer director was directing him, he was on Zoom, but the director said, "Okay, try this," and he would do all his scenes on the iPhone. When you cut it, the director is. I think we're giving too much.
Don't tell.
It was the actor. So,
yes.
But I know what you mean. He was giving directions through Zoom, and the actor was like in Mexico.
So everybody was very creative. Everybody has their own distinctive voice. No episode is alike in anything except that it was all just with your phone.
With the phone.
So you got
and are in English, Spanish, or doesn't matter?
They're all in English, but everybody who speaks Spanish, we sort of our episode through Spanish because that's how we are in life. But you can see we have equipment already, so we got a chance to use some of our equipment, which we already have, which was part of the rule, was use whatever you have at home. You may not go buy anything.
Exactly.
It's all.
That was the challenge.
It was quarantine. You have to write. Everybody had to write it. Everybody had to direct it. Everybody had to produce their own, and everybody had to do an edit. It's the only time you could step out is if you needed help with editing, with post-production, you could source it out.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that I think is a great idea because everybody was like, let's be busy now. Let's create. Let's be. I don't know. Let's find something to do, because everybody was like desperate. Just take out the mind out of the whole situation, right?
Exactamente. No news. We were like, no watching news. Only, when the town hall phone calls come in, those are really, really informative, but they're not full of the drama that the news is,
Yeah.
Te llaman de las oficinas, from the political offices that they give you the information. It's great. I'm like, oh, I could do this. I can understand. And they give you resources. They tell you what's going on in your city. So we said, that's what we're going to do, because if we start watching the news, forget it. We're toast.
Oh, no.
Done. No.
So basically we made a schedule for the day. So not only do we work on our projects, but we also work on our mindset in the morning. We listen to a lot of very
inspirational. We have mentors, like Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, and
Dwayne
Dyer. We have a lot of books and Buddhism, and we love this book that we highly recommend, 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class by Seibel. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful book. Each chapter is it's 177 mental toughness secrets. So each secret is numbered, and it's just literally one page. So it's a quick read every day. It gives you action steps, and it keeps you present. It keeps you in action, and that's really what's important.
And for you, like in this whole project, you guys are like producing and try to manage from afar, correct? What did you learn, and what did you think that was the most challenge? Because usually you were present in the whole process, and this time around you were not. It was just over the phone or by email. What was the most challenge for you that you need to let go to make that happen?
I think getting everybody together, I think, was one, the making sure that everybody would come to the meetings.
On Zoom.
I think to me was the most challenging thing.
When I think that we just needed to trust more. When we were like, okay, then we were like, for me, I need to just speak for me. I'm like, the moment that I just trusted that, you know what, whoever's going to show up is going to show up. We're going to record the Zoom meetings. It's going to be fine. Everyone's committed. And let's just trust that everyone, finishes their project like they said they would. And for us, that it was a matter of really letting go and trusting, because we weren't on a daily, every single day in a production.
Because everybody was producing their own episode.
So really, in many ways, it was less stressful than in an actual production, because in an actual production, we're like, okay, we're shooting for 6 weeks straight, and it's 18-hour days, and we're the, mom and pop of the set, and it's a lot of fires to put out. But for this was like,
it was a piece of cake.
This was really,
really
everybody easy in comparison.
Everybody, first 2 weeks it was about turning in the script. Everybody turn in the script.
Right.
Second, the second is, okay, by this time everybody turn in a rough cut so we can give notes. Everybody turn in a rough cut.
Exactly.
By July 31st, everybody should be colored. Post should be done by July 31st. Everybody was done. Now we are in post-production.
Yeah.
Now we take
that's you guys.
That's us again, where we with Alex and our team, we have now our editor for the anthology, Stephen Murray, who is an amazing.
He's an amazing editor.
John Allen is doing music, amazing.
Yes.
And we don't have to worry about coloring it. And then sound design is going to go to Michael Archaki. So now that's process. So that process will take at least 3 more weeks before we should be locked completely within 3 weeks.
And then it's ready to be sold. We are open for business.
I cannot wait to watch it.
It's been a fun process, and it's really been beautiful to see how everyone stepped up and everyone needed this.
Yeah.
Because at first you're like, oh, when you're going to call someone and invite them or give them an opportunity, you think they're like, oh, they're probably going to say no. Everybody said yes.
Yes.
Everybody. They didn't even think twice, Jana. They were like, not even a flint. They're like, yes, we're in. Oh my God, yes.
That's awesome.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And because you're not afraid to play, to learn how to edit and explore. And we've never DP'd something. Director of photography, we always hired. We've always directed. Right. So we have a concept of a shot list of what we want, but we have a professional DP lighting it. So this was a really awesome experience for us, because we've always produced, we've always directed, and we've always acted, but we've never DP'd.
Done the DP.
That's different. It's just like me here.
We had a clear
the Zoom meetings. It's like the interviews. I need to frame myself. I need to I don't have video. That's my life. That's the way that it is.
That's it.
Yeah. And now we're, the mics, and we're just more. And then it's so funny because art department, we had to do everything. And it was funny because during the takes, we were like, oh my God, continuity. Wait, I got to move this because it wasn't there before. And we got to appreciate, even on a higher level, being on set with all the crew, you know, and everyone's job, specific job.
When you work on a big Hollywood set,
everyone has the specific
such a
job.
Precise job. You got to be so grateful for every department and what it is they do. You know, it's
a beautiful thing. It's such the synchrony, right? That the amazing teamwork that happens on a set. You know, so it was just he and I we were every department,
and we would
do everything.
And we were directing our little 7-year-old, and then directing each other. That was fun. That was the most challenging. Me directing him.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. How, you know what I mean? Like directing him and getting orders from her.
It was easy.
And vice versa.
Me. In my episode, I'm sleeping most of the time.
Don't give it away. No, but it's so funny because when that's been for me as a director, when I direct, we did Mi Amor about 2.5 years ago, and I directed him and our son, and they both gave me, all the actors were like, okay, got it, and they're like, well, I think maybe this way or that way. I'm like, come on, you guys, just give me this one right now.
Yeah.
They're listening to me.
I
am your director right now. I'm not your mom or your wife. I am your director.
And I say, you direct all the time. You direct at home. You think you're the director on set? No, you direct at home.
I was directing. Yes, I was. Mi Amor, I was directing. So
that's the beauty. I think that's the beauty. Like, if you guys can work together, we can work in their lives anyway.
Crazy most of the time. You know, they go, how do you do it? You're in relationship together. You co-parent together. You guys have a business together. Not only one, but you have 3 businesses together. You're with each other 24 hours a day. And we always say, we're each other's best friends. We enjoy being with each other, even when we drive each other nuts. But because we drive each other nuts, we push each other and we raise the bar every single time, because we understand that we want the best for each other. And we want the best for the company. We want the best for our students. We want our best for production, for our kids. Mm-hmm. So, you know.
And then we do this a lot.
Yeah. Just breathe in, breathe out. And I love it. Yeah. My husband and I, we also like try to breathe in, breathe out, and let it go. Yeah. Exactly. I love that. And just for us, like, not to wrap it up, but I want to ask you, I know that it's gonna change. I know that some directors are already producing, start filming some movies. Do you think it's gonna be really different? It's gonna be too much different from that it was before?
Yes. I mean, right now I got cast in a movie, and I start August 31st. And the first thing, before I could even sign my contract, before they made the offer of the contract, I had to go get a COVID test. So, and then that took 48 hours. It was negative, and I knew that because I've been pretty much quarantined. And now the SAG mandate to work on a union it's 10 pages of exactly what is going to be expected every day, every third day. Everybody's going to get tested. Everybody has to have their masks on set.
Their temperature
taken. You take off the mask, do the scene, it is a different world. A certain amount of people can only be on set. Not everybody can be on set. Usually, if you want to have a guest, you have to let production know. You can't have guests.
None whatsoever.
Yes, absolutely. It's
completely different world.
And I have 2 friends who just did both worked on films, and they say that there's a different kind of stress on the set because everybody's so aware of it. that it's almost like
it's like that elephant, that pink elephant in the room.
The work environment is not as relaxed as you want it to, because COVID is on the set, and the awareness of careful of what you touch, and
wash your
hands, and they're gonna have how you can go to the bathroom and who can go where.
6 feet apart.
Oh my God, it's another character. It's the character.
Listen, I was driving to get the COVID test, and I was driving. I was chill. It was not far from my house. I was driving to West Hills, and all of a sudden I get there, and there's a line. And all of a sudden I felt like nervous and a little stressed, and I hadn't felt that. And it's just because you get the feeling of everybody in the car and then everybody, the way that they have the COVID testing places, it's not even the hand that they're reaching. They have this little stick that they're using. So they go like this to you. So you're a leopard already.
Nobody hands you anything. It's with a stick.
Like phone,
that little hand, and everybody's shielded. So there's a wall. So and they're giving you directions, but they're literally 10 feet away. So they're screaming at you.
Stay away.
So it was. I got home and I go, wow. Just how did you feel? I go, that was intense.
Yeah.
Just the and I'm like, okay, they got to do this. It's for every, so I go back to my mindset, that reminder of like, this is for my own good. We got to, it's just something we got to comply with.
Yeah.
We got to think about everybody else. And, you got to switch that feeling.
And we have no problem wearing our masks and complying with everything.
So the question is,
it's the mindset.
It definitely.
Qué locura.
The answer is yes. It's from now on, things are going to be very, very different on sets,
The good news is that that auditions and productions are started, so at least that is a huge step forward, huge progress that we were stopped for 5 months, and now everyone is starting again slowly, but it's starting. Tomorrow I have a really great audition. He's had auditions. He's starting a movie. So it's moving, which is blessed be, thank goodness,
Yeah, I think it took some time, of course, to figure out how they're gonna be doing this again, you know what I mean? And I think it's great that are coming back, and I hope that everybody start getting opportunities again like it was before. And I don't know, and I cannot wait to watch it, COVID-19 scenes and virtues. I cannot wait.
We're excited to show it to the world. We're starting to talk about the premiere, and if the premiere is going to be a drive-in premiere or a virtual premiere, so we're brainstorming right now, and that's the new way. We can't be stopped, right? Creatives cannot be contained. So now we have this really beautiful piece that shows humanity in the middle of a crisis. Like, how does everyone express themselves, and how do people process
their points of view, right? Their points of view, how they feel about COVID, how they feel about politics, how they feel about the mask, about washing your hands. It's such a great diverse array of interpretations,
of expressions,
that it's been so much fun to watch. And also
beautiful human nature
to see in the midst of all of this how we could still get something done.
So I'm really proud of everyone. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of Alejandro for thinking that and following through with his idea. Because how many times do we have an idea and we're scared, or we think, oh, nobody's going to want to do it. And then
especially in the moment that we are living right now.
Exactly.
And you would say no. And he was like, okay, no. But he had he was willing to call you and talk to you. And then you guys said yes. And I was like, oh my God, that's happened.
And that's how the idea, just grew. And that, I think if there's a message that we want to share with the world, it's like, don't let your ideas die inside of you. Like, share your ideas. If an idea comes to you, share it and see and find a team around it and give it life, breathe it life, because thinking about it is not gonna make it happen. You must share it and invite others to give it life and to bring it to life, and to see what we've done. And through Alejandro's leadership and his vision, it's just been a really beautiful journey and a wonderful gift in this in this time.
And also the beauty of working as a collaboration.
Yes.
And why we love to do what we do is we love collaboration. So we've been a good team, us three together. We've been a good team. And
then bringing in all the other filmmakers.
Elements.
So it's all together, I believe it's 57 or 67.
No, 57.
57 filmmakers.
Imagine.
That made this happen.
Yeah.
And counting.
Yeah.
Because now we're in production, we're in post-production, and now we're going to go into distribution. So, and then we have our amazing publicity team, Espada, publicity, Camille, I was going to say Camila. I'm like, all the Camille and Jasmine,
Jenna, I'm going to tell you
our
the
powerhouse women here that get us out there. So we're grateful.
Yeah, of course. And then they give us and also I think you guys are giving opportunities to a lot of voices, like opportunities for these filmmakers, sometimes well-known, or sometimes they're just starting. And I think it's amazing that it's a huge opportunity for our community and for the Latin community. I love it.
I would like to add that the importance of, we're always working towards bettering the Latin community and the images of films and their representation, but we don't get into the negative conversation about the lack of it.
Right.
We are proactive on changing the image, which means we opened a company 10 years ago and we started giving opportunities and giving a voice to us. And we've been producing content that is diverse. So when you look at COVID, you will see a lot of diversity. You will see a lot of Latinos, a lot of talent that gives a voice to and a representation of just universal stories of
human
just
nature.
People. So we feel that that's where it has to start. Create your own opportunity, create your own voice. People will see it, they will see it, and you will educate that way. Exactly. And so that's one thing that I'm very proud that Yennifer and I do with our company.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Collaboration is key. Definitely key. Because you can, sure, you could be a lone ranger, right? But it's so much more fun when you have a team and you have a tribe creating together. And
you can't have a party by yourself.
You
can't have a party by yourself.
So it's just beautiful to see everyone.
Well, it takes a village to create something. So that's
a village
most important.
COVID-19 since a virtue it's been an amazing village.
So much talent and beautiful hearts, beautiful spirits, and family driven, because there's so many families that took on. And, one, like, for example, there's a few couples that one is the actor and then the other joined in and became an actor during this time. They never acted and they're in the project, and it's
awesome.
So
I love it. Oh my God, Yennifer, Mauricio, thank you so much for your time. It's we can keep going,
I know.
talking about it, but I know that time is precious, but I love it. I love to talk about this, and I love the work that you guys are doing and been doing for the last 10 years. Thank you so much, creating these opportunities to everybody, and I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time.
A big virtual hug.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Have a great day.
I want to get a picture if that's okay.
Sure.
And definitely, we are in the end of the summer campaign. Okay, 1, 2, 3, smile.
If you like this video, don't forget to comment, to like, and subscribe to our channel right here.